Welcome to the KameSennin School, and this is my review of the newest episode of Dragon Ball Daima, Lightning. If you are new here, the KameSennin School is one of the best places on YouTube for Dragon Ball information from the manga, the anime, to the games and movies. Please like, share, and subscribe. And with that said, let's get into it. The episode starts off with Goku and the gang's ship crashing as they were carrying too much in terms of all the supplies that Pansy had added to the ship. It looks like most of the supplies were emergency supplies and not just random junk. So they decided to take about half of it and carry it with them um, as they continue to venture forward. Pansy is confused about the title of Kaioshin or Supreme Kai that she heard Goku say, and so they ask more questions, and Goku reveals to her that Kaioshin is the god of gods in the mortal realm. Gloria starts to get annoyed at Goku messing up his name again and makes him say it properly. Then Goku tells the gang he has to go poop, which again shows some of his adult sensibilities coming through, because Kid Goku probably would have just took a dump right there and there and not said anything to anybody. Regular Kid Goku. But this Goku was like, hey, I need to go to the bathroom. He looked for a place and he was looking for toilet paper and all this kind of stuff, so he could have privacy. Just then, the gendarmerie or the military police show up and they start asking questions to Gloria, Kaioshin, and Pansy about what they were doing there and have they seen a kid with spiked hair and a red stick. It's here we find out that Pansy has a collar on her that she's wearing, just like most of the people in the third demon realm. And again, this part feels very Star Wars like. It reminds me of the stormtroopers, asking questions to Obi-Wan and Luke about droids and whatnot. So Goku's, like I said, pooping while all this is happening. And, those guys are a little suspicious about, again, because you have Glorio, who says he's from the first demon realm. You have Kaioshin, who says he's from the second demon realm. And then you have Pansy from the third demon realm. And it's like, why are y'all all here? Why are y'all all together? What's going on? So they leave eventually, and then Goku comes out. And then it's here we get additional clarification about the origins of the Kaioshin. So essentially, most of the stuff that Toriyama previously said about them coming from a tree and being born and whatnot, all that stuff still happened. There are some differences. It's not called the Shinjin tree anymore, and obviously it's now in the demon realm, but the same ideas that he previously said, it just have been expanded upon it on, and that's pretty cool. Also, we find out there are 5 Glen trees, so not all Kaioshins are related, like Degasu and Arinsu to Kaioshin, but if you come from the same tree, you are considered relatives. Apparently, Degasu and Arinsu, they chose to stay in the demon realm because of their thirst for power and lust for adventure, as one might say. So interesting, when Kaioshin mentions Arinsu, Glorio looks kind of annoyed and kind of pissed. We also see when he's telling the origin of the Kaioshins that there are ships down there that look very much like the Namekian ships that we've seen in the series from when, like, Bulma, Gohan, and Krillin traveled to planet Namek on Kaiosama's old ship. I'm sorry, Kami-sama, so God's old ship. So that's very interesting. We also find out that the demon realm in general is kind of similar to planet Namek, as it has 2 suns. So even at nighttime, there is some light. The group lands their ship so they can rest and take refuge. They decide to go into a cave. And while they're in the cave, Goku stuffs his face and he ends up going to sleep, while Shin and Pansy ask questions to Glorio. Glorio still won't tell them who hired him, but when Shin asks him why he wants to defeat Goma, he says a line that connects back to my previous theories in the previous breakdown about Glorio feeling like the demon realm essentially just needs to be rebuilt, and there needs to be a new king, someone who is better than all the alternatives. And it's at this point we get a major reveal in the episode and in the series. While everyone is sleeping, Goryo is outside talking on a communicator, and we find out he's talking with Dr. Rinsu. And this again makes sense to why he was looking pissed about Kaioshin's description of her earlier. Then from deep in the cave, we start to see like a monster creature coming through, and it's a Minotaur creature from the show's opening, and it's threatening to kill them. Goku, being Goku, laughs at the Minotaur for being a cow and makes jokes about cows eating meat. I couldn't help but think about like the Chick-fil-A commercials. Is then that Glorio wants to challenge the Minotaur, but gets pissed when Goku basically says that he's too weak to do it, and he thinks Goku's just being an arrogant asshole. And Goku's like, "Nah, bro, you're not, you ain't got it." So then Glorio gets annoyed again because like, he's already been getting progressively pissed at Goku saying his name wrong, and now Goku's downplaying his abilities. So Glorio's like, "Yo, I want to challenge you to a fight." So the Minotaur is like in the background, like, "Hey guys, I'm right here." And instead, Goku and Glorio go outside and get ready to fight. So Goku just offers to fight with one arm, and the Minotaur is again getting annoyed for being ignored. So as the fight starts, Goku is having it like Glorio is light work. Goku is dodging everything, landing punches. He's still impressed with Glorio because Glorio is obviously stronger than he initially expected, but he's not much. At that point, Glorio launches his lightning attack at Goku. Goku dodges it. Again, is impressed with Glorio. And Kaioshin then tells Goku that he needs to be serious because he wants to know how strong Glorio actually is. And again, this to me it stands out because I'm thinking again, Kaioshin does not trust Glorio, and now we know there is a reason not to trust Glorio. So he wants to know where he stands, like because is this going to be a problem if this guy turns on us? So at that point, Kaioshin tries to launch some more lightning at Goku. Going back to Star Wars reference, it looks like Force lightning, and then Goku like dodges every piece, pulls out his power pole, and just like smacks the crap out of Glorio as if he's using a baseball bat and hitting a home run. So Glorio then gets pissed off, uses the attack again, and fires it and knocks the power pole out of Goku's hand. And then he starts to charge his energy for like one major attack. So here we go, because again, like this ties back to what I previously said. Everybody starts freaking out, and then Goku starts powering up and goes Super Saiyan. And everyone is like, what the hell is going on? Which again confirms my thoughts from the previous episode, which is the Super Saiyan we saw was more for just us as the audience to know that Goku had used it and not so much for the characters. Because in this episode, he outright uses it. Everybody's shocked at what he's doing. And then Glorio fires the attack. Goku waves his hand and just negates the whole thing. So this is that scene that we've seen in the trailers as well as I believe the intro. And then the Minotaur is like really freaking out. He starts to remind me of Mr. Satan at this point. He starts trying to sneak off. And at that point, Goku teleports behind Glorio and basically says, "You're done. It's over." And Glorio, acknowledges that Goku is him. At that point, everything switches and we go back to Earth. We go back to the Heavenly Realm where we see Vegeta doing some weight training. And while Bulma is putting the finishing touches on the spaceship so they can leave, the spaceship starts to take off with Vegeta, Vegeta, Piccolo, and Kibito. And then all of a sudden, an alarm starts blazing, and it appears the ship crashes. So I really enjoyed the episode as a whole. It was nice to see some of Glorio's abilities. It was nice to see Glorio get pissed at Goku and try to put hands on him. I like the Force Lightning aspect and just seeing those kind of elements. I did not like the fact that we just had Goku and his team, their ship crashed, and then now we got Vegeta and their ship is crashing. It's like, why do these ships keep crashing? Come on now. We can do a there can be a better method of delaying their arrival than this, or just cut this out, because it just seems like this stuff kind of feels like filler part. But anyway, other than that, it's really enjoyable, and then I'm glad we finally know some things about Glorio. Obviously, there's still more to it, and I would be interested if the theory about the similarities with Glorio and Mira, and then maybe some Xenoverse or Heroes elements with him and Dr. Arinzu possibly being like his Toa or something. Like, that's gonna be interesting if those things actually happen. Um, and then we did see in the next episode preview, it's hard to tell, but if you look closely, we see the first Tamagami. So they're going to be coming up against the first ball guardian in the demon realm to get that Dragon Ball. And hopefully that's not a bait and switch where it's going to be like, the last scene of the episode. Hopefully we actually get Goku starting his battle off against them. But those are my thoughts on Dragon Ball Daima episode 6 Lightning. Sound off in the comments below what you thought about the episode and what you're hoping to see more of in the future. Check out these other videos for some more information about Daima or Dragon Ball in general. And thanks for watching, and have a great day.